Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're gonna be taking a look at a scenario where Korea from my WICSO series comes into the real world. Now this is Korea as of episode 58, and that's when we saw a country that was here, the Alaskan country, which is like this area, unite under Unitarianism, which it was very big. So if you haven't seen it, well, you're gonna see it tomorrow, like at, when did I make it go for? Hold on. You will actually see it at 3 p.m. tomorrow. 3:15 actually. Right as school gets out. That's when you'll see it. You'll see it tomorrow as soon as school gets out. But yeah, now we're gonna be taking a look at if the Koreans from my WICSO series came to the real world. Obviously, Russia, loses a lot of land. A lot of the Kuril Islands, they got disconnected. This area is disconnected. These two areas are disconnected. But they still have most of their land. China, they still exist. Like, really, they do exist. Japan is, well, still Japan. But the Koreans are gonna go to war. But to who? Well, they're gonna go to war with the Chinese. Why? I don't know. I'm just telling you what they're doing. I don't know why they're going after the Chinese. But we might see why later. But we see Korean troops enter into Chinese territory. Now, China, strong. They also have nukes. Well, Korea also has nukes because of, well, this guy right here. Because of Missile Man, aka Kim Jong-un. Now, let me ask ChatGPT. Let me ask Google something. Does Russia have any nukes in Siberia? Oh. They do have it. Where? Hold on. Map subdivision. So they have nukes in Siberia. Russia has nukes all the way in Siberia. So, so it says Kozik. I think these are these are cities. Hold on. I don't think I should be using that. I think I should use Google Earth. So let's go over to Google Earth. Hold on, guys. I need to copy this. Go here. haste. It's in the Kaluga Oblast. So this is kind of close to Moscow, like it's pretty close to Ukraine. It's only a province away. And then there's whatever this is. So this one's right on the border of this is on in the near Kazakhstan. The Saratov Oblast. What about Uzur? Okay, so this one's actually over, like over here somewhere. So that's not that one. What about Domorotskvi? I have no idea how to pronounce this. I'm sorry, Russians, if I butcher that. This is an air base. Like, where is it? The air base is right on the border of Kazakhstan. It's very close to Kazakhstan. Okay. How about Cutlay? How about that? It's near Azerbaijan. Okay. About Alyesk. I'm just trying to see where those are. Okay. Does Russia have any nukes in Siberia? Okay. Um, uh, Images. So they have one really close to the border of North Korea, and they have two very close to the border of China. So they have some Russian nukes too. They have a lot in the eastern area. Interesting. I just need to know that. So the Koreans are going to continue their advance into Chinese territory. Sorry, I had to just know if they had any nukes other than in like North Korea from North Korea. But surprisingly, they're going to get another country in on this war against China. And who might that country be? Oh, it's Taiwan. So Taiwan will fund some rebellions who want to join up with who want to make China more democratic. So we see some pro-democratic forces pop up here in the south of China. I don't know where this is, so I might need to use Google again. Yay! I like using Google. I don't know why I just didn't keep this tab open. So it's kind of in the province area of like Fujian. Like has like, yeah, that's where it is. There's even in some pro-democratic movements here in the island of Hainan. And there's even a pro-Chinese, a pro-democratic movement over here in Shandong Peninsula. Basically right here, right at the tip of the peninsula. So there's a lot of fronts. To make matters even worse, Vietnam decides to join in on the war of the Koreans, hoping to gain some land from the Chinese, and for revenge against China for attacking them during the I don't know when that was. When did China and Vietnam go to war? So the Chinese invasion of northern Vietnam was in the 1979. The Sino-Vietnamese War in 1979. So that's why they're joining the war, because they still have beef. So they decide to join in on the war. How is India doing? How is India going to feel about this? They're not going to join. But the Mongols will. They will make an invasion into this area over here, hoping to gain some land and to unite the Mongols. A pro-democratic movement pumps up right outside the gates of Beijing. It quickly picks up steam, surrounds the capital area, and the Communist Party is eliminated. And we can look at a peace treaty with the invading forces. So in the peace treaty, Korea will be annexing a whole lot of land. Specifically, all of this area. No, not that. This. So they will annex quite a bit of land. But they also annex the Shandong Peninsula for whatever reason. I don't know why they did that. Mongolia gains some land along here. And they even gained some land over here. Finally meeting up with the Kazakhs. Vietnam will gain a whole bunch of land from right here. They even gained the island of Hainan. And they'll be annexing this land right here. What about the rest of this? Well, Tibet gains independence. Tibet will regain its independence as a nation. Because the peace treaty specifically said that the new Chinese government would release any very unstable regions, so that's why this is here. But also, the releasement of East Turkestan, or Xinjiang. So yeah, that's what we see. And the rest of this will fall over to the newly formed Chinese government under Taiwan. So we can go ahead and get rid of their capital because they moved back to the Chinese mainland, where they will operate as the true China. Anyway, border erasing time. So yeah, Korea's looking nice. Also, what about the border disputes? Oh, India recognizes that this should be a part of Pakistan. So they relinquish their claim. And Kashmir will be, and Pakistan recognizes this as Indian territory. India recognizes this as Tibetan land. And also this as Tibetan land. Vietnam will be larger. So now we gotta add new capital cities. So where would the Tibetans put their capital? Probably somewhere close to another Buddhist nation. Turkestan would put theirs probably right there. So yeah, that's that. Also, I just realized something. There's still some weird border stuff. Still some more border disputes. Ow. But yeah, there are still some border disputes that still need to be solved. So there we go. Also, Tibet is a Buddhist nation. Some other Buddhist nations are, for example, Bhutan and Thailand. But yeah. Also, Russia will just... What in God's name is going on over here? Russia will decide to give up this land over here because they realize they can't really hold on to this anymore. So they decide to let it go. Hopes of not getting invaded by Korea, who's a pretty large nation at this point. That's going to do it for that video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.